quick fix your hair if you need to. All looking good? Okay, I'm already videoing, just kidding. So that's going to be the start of your video. Alright, okay, so who am I here with? I'm here with Bunkroom.
4C.
Yeah. 4C, do you guys have a team name?
The best. Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls. Oh, spice up your life. I like it. And you've made this really wicked cool looking board game in the shape of a spiral. No other group have made a spiral board game, which is pretty sweet. Let's have a look. Here we got like a toilet and a shower in there. We got a sweet tree.
And we have a spa.
Oh, spa with bubbles.
And like we use
What's this? Oh, is this Adventure Stream?
We have a pond.
Adventure Stream. A pond with some tadpoles in?
And here's where you tan.
Oh, a lounger.
I love that. No way I'm getting
Oh, and this is the bunk room over here.
We normally sleep on the ground, so we just sleep those.
Alright, oh, and bunk room D down the bottom.
But there's nothing there because we're the best.
That's because you guys aren't going to be sent there because you're all going to be so well behaved,
We
right?
have like a mini, I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like it's a cheap thing where if you want to sit and eat your lunch.
And here's the fire.
Maybe.
And we're
look.
cooking some chili.
Some chili over the fire?
Bigger than the
spice.
And here's a
pumpkin
frog.
soup.
There's a frog.
What?
It's the Guardian.
You wanted a frog. You like
Alright, okay, alright. Sounds good. And can I just say, I think you've used my entire year's supply of hot glue making your constructions.
Yeah.
So congratulations, well done.
problem.
Alright, so Isla, tell me what is the basic objective of the game? Where do I start? Where do I have to get to?
You start at school and
Yep.
you have to make it through camp. So
You have to go around the spiral and make it to the middle of the game. Is that basically how the game works? Yeah. So you roll the dice, you move your piece forward, yeah? However, on the way, Isla, what might happen to me?
Oh, scary stuff is here.
Scary stuff. Oh, the side of the bellbird? Do you mean the sign of the bellbird?
Well, I did not do that.
Okay, the sign. Okay, and you've got like a bunkhouse and you've got dinner. And I noticed that a lot of these have black dots. Tell me about the black dots.
Those are checkpoints.
Hang on, I'm looking at Isla.
Checkpoint.
Tell me about checkpoints.
Yeah. So like, there's like little areas. They're like the main areas, and then there's just like the clear spots that are just like you don't care. They're just
Right, they're just the normal things that happen during camp. So the black dots are the main activities. Tell me what happens when I get to one of those big black dots.
Well, see here it says Resilience 7
Where? Where does it say that?
down there.
Oh, R7. So R7 stands for Resilience 7. And what does that mean?
So if you have this, you have...
What's that?
It's a card.
Oh, tell me about this card.
So I think last week we did it. A few weeks ago, we had 15 stars, and you had to.
You have to rate yourself.
Yeah.
So you rated yourself 3 for socially adept, 4 for motivated, 3 for articulate, 1 for resilient, and 4 for thinker. Is that how you think your character strengths are?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you have a 1 for resilient, and this says sign of the bellbird R7 because you need to be really resilient while you're doing the big walk in. So what would you have to do given that you've only got 1 star for resilient?
Roll a 6.
So you have to roll a 6 to get up the hill.
Yay.
Ah, who's got a? What have you got, Isla? Let's have a look at Isla's card. Sorry, you've got 3 stars for resilient. So what would you need to roll? Checking your maths here.
A 3 or over.
A 3 plus 3 is 6. So is that enough?
I don't know.
You need a 7. So you need to roll a
4.
a 4. Well done. Good maths. Well done. So you need to roll a 4. Because 4 plus your 3 would make 7, right? So if you roll a 4, 5, or 6, you get through. Is that how the game works? Yeah. Nice. So each of them. So that one's resilient 7. That one's a thinker 8. What else we got here? We got bouldering. What's that one? That one doesn't have a number. So some of them don't have a number, but some of them do. All right. And we've got a new addition to the team. Welcome along.
I like her.
There's also these chance squares. Tell me about chance squares.
So you can't skip the chance squares, and if you get one, you have to pick a card.
Pick a card. Oh yeah, I see the chance cards over here.
Don't me see.
And whatever chance card you get,
Yeah.
it might be good or bad.
So what might be an example of a bad thing that happens?
You sprain your ankle while walking.
And what might the consequence be in the game?
Uh,
Miss a turn or what?
miss a turn.
Miss a turn? Cool, cool. Yeah, I get it. Do you have a med bay?
No, this is it. It's like these bandage.
No, that's the
That's
toilet.
what she said.
Beverly. Hold up. Beverly, tell me about what one of the good things on the chance cards might be.
You see your teacher unfollow Donald Trump on Twitter.
Oh, I have one.
Okay, can you give me another one? Because that one's not a very sensible one, Beverly.
You help everyone go through spacism.
Okay, so you get some positive things that move you forward on the board game. Cool. How do you win at the game, Makere?
So there might be some challenges, but the first person who reaches in the middle gets to win, and then but they don't get anything. But like
They just win the game.
They get free lolly.
Bragging rights, they get bragging
They get bragging rights. Okay, so my question for your team, guys, is we have spent a couple of weeks making this game as part of your team in your bunk room. Why do you think the teachers decided to spend a couple of weeks on this when we could have been doing other learning, like times tables or something like that? Why do we spend so much time on this? What's the point? What do you think the point is, Faisa?
Because we need to work on our teamwork.
Why is teamwork important?
Because it could help you whenever you get stuck in a problem.
And not just any old team. Why this team? Why you lot of people?
Because we're in the bunker.
Because you're in the bunk room and you're going to be doing some of these activities on camp together. Why else might I have done this? Yes?
Because if
Hand down
you
for a tip,
talk
Marketing.
about your worries, you'll get less stressed about them.
Yeah, okay, so talking your worries, like what's something you might be worried about at camp?
Falling off a monorail?
Falling off the monorail. So just talking it through and having it been maybe on a chance card or something like that, it helps you just to talk it through, to think it through, and to be more prepared for it, yeah? And you probably aren't going to fall off your monorail, are you? Because you're buckled in pretty tight. But it's good just to get some of those thoughts out there. If we as a group now know that she's a little bit worried about the monorail, what can we as a team do? Makere?
we can encourage her and say it will be fun. Like you can watch me do it first.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like.
Yeah. So that's the other reason we've done this, so that we all know each other's worries or things that we're a bit nervous about at camp, so that we can support one another while we're at camp. Absolutely. Makere, something to add?
Adding on to Alex's, Sam.
So, yes, get it right.
It's so you can tell your friends like your fears. So in the game, you get an encourager card, so you can add on like to your friends and encourage them. And
Yeah.
stuff. So basically, in real life, you can encourage them for all their worries.
It's preparing you for the real life camp, yeah, which won't look quite as epic as your awesome hot glue creation.
No.
But yeah, a few more hills. But it prepares you that you know that you need to be an encourager at camp. Just like in the game, you get encourager cards. In real camp, we're going to be encouragers of one another. Are you guys looking forward to camp?
Yes.
Are you proud of your game?
Yes.
Oh, well, I think you've done it. Ah. I think this is a pretty fantastic game. All right, guys. Wave goodbye. And once again, which bunk room are we again? One more time? 4C, the Spice Girls. See you later.